The courtroom buzzed with morning energy. "Good morning, sir," the bailiff greeted. "Good morning, Your Honor," the young man murmured, stepping forward. He and his father stood before the judge, ready to address a familiar intersection. The judge began. "You were stopped at the intersection of Jensen Avenue and Isabella Avenue, correct?" "A stop sign there?" The young man nodded. "Yes, Your Honor." "Is there anything you'd like to say about this incident?" He swallowed, shifting his weight slightly. "It was after work. I was heading to meet some coworkers at a nearby restaurant. I usually don't take Jensen Avenue. There are too many speed bumps and stop signs. They've been putting new ones in lately." He paused, gathering his thoughts. "I must have done what they call a Rhode Island roll. I slowed at the stop sign but didn't fully stop at the Jensen-Isabella intersection. I just kept going. Next thing I know, I noticed a police car behind me with its lights on. I figured he might pass me, but he didn't, so I pulled over." He looked at the judge. "Then he got behind me. I apologized right away." "Do you admit guilt?" the judge asked calmly. He nodded again, voice low. "If the officer says I'm guilty, then I'm guilty." "Do you agree with the officer's observation?" the judge pressed. "Anyone with you today?" "My dad," the young man replied, gesturing to the man beside him. "Good morning, sir," the judge greeted the father. "Good morning," he replied, straightening his tie. Both father and son each looked a bit tired from the early hour, but determined. The judge chuckled softly, peering at the two. "You two look wide awake. And these twins, look at them." He nodded toward two young children in the gallery, probably the defendant's little brothers or sisters. "There's no mistaking that's your son?" "Yes, Judge," the father affirmed. "No chance he was driving. Nope, that was all me." The judge turned back to the young man. "Are you working?" "I used to be with Rhode Island College," the younger man responded. "I was a software developer, but I retired about a year ago." "You came today for moral support?" "Oh yes, moral support, and maybe some squirrel watching," the father added with a smile. "Hopefully not. No squirrels involved." The judge laughed. "We have an expert on Jensen Avenue. Where is he? Step up to the mic." Bright-eyed and crisp in uniform, or perhaps now civilian clothes, the former officer made his way forward. "Your Honor, I'm a former Providence police officer. Just 2 weeks ago, I came down to that intersection. I don't know when they installed all those stop signs and speed bumps. It's a tough road." "And you were in the traffic division?" "Yes, sir." "And where do you live?" "Right in that area, Judge, at that very intersection." The judge couldn't help but note the coincidence. "Would you say it's unlucky for this young man that you happened to be here today?" The officer nodded. "Your Honor, I heard his explanation, and then I saw him do it. I was out mowing my lawn when I witnessed the traffic cruiser parked, pulling people over. I saw him approach the stop sign, slow down, but then just roll through it without fully stopping." The judge leaned forward. "You actually saw the offense?" "Yes, sir. I was right there cutting grass." "And how fast was he going?" the judge inquired. The officer shrugged. "At most, I'd say he slowed almost to a full stop. He probably rolled through. What they call a Rhode Island stop, Your Honor." The young man exhaled, hands resting on the wooden podium. "Yes, Judge." The judge surveyed the courtroom, quietly considering. Finally, he spoke. "I'm going to charge him. The recorded violation comes with a $35 fine plus court costs." He cleared his throat gently. "Thank you, Veronica," glancing at the bailiff. "Thank you very much. And don't be too tough on the kids. Good luck." With that, the gavel came down softly. The young man and his father exchanged a relieved look as they rose, gratitude flickering in their eyes. The morning's drama at the stop sign concluded.